Hello students, in today's class we are going to be making the same beaded bag in 3 different ways. So the first way or the first style is by beading in the round. And beading in the round, you need to start with the base of your bag. So for the base of my bag right here, I have a base of 1 row. So yours could be 2 rows, 3 rows, whatever you want, but I'm going to be demonstrating with a base of 1 row. So when we have this 1 row, this is 1 row and it's a 4 by 1 row. Okay, so I've just picked up 3 beads and I'm going to cross with the 3rd bead, and I'm going to make sure that what I'm working on right now is going to stand upright. So we already have the base of our bag. Now we are building the sides and the corner at the same time. Okay, then I'm going to insert my fishing line into the following bead, pick up 2 beads with the fishing line on my left, and I'm going to cross with the 2nd bead. So this is what it's supposed to be looking like. Insert your fishing line into the following bead again, that is the fishing line on my right, then the fishing line on my left, which is the picking line. I'm going to pick up 2 beads and I'm going to cross with the 2nd bead. So basically this is the pattern that you're going to use to build the entire bag. So your base could be a 3 by 5 rows or a 5 by 10, whatever you decide your base to be. You're simply going to build your entire bag on that base. Okay, so you insert your fishing line to the following bead. With the other fishing line you pick up 2 beads and then you cross with the 2nd bead, and you are simply going to continue doing this until we get back to the point where we started from. So here we are at the end. We are almost at the end. So we are at the last but one bead right now. So I've picked up 2 beads and I'm crossing with my 2nd bead right there. Okay, so I am going to insert my fishing line into the last following bead, then into the very first bead of the row. Then I'm going to pick up 1 bead and I'm going to cross, and that is going to end my row. Just like that. As you can see, we are done with our first row of our bag. Okay, now to start the 2nd row, we are going to pick up 3 beads and then we are going to cross with the 3rd bead. So doing this the bag this way is basically a 1 row repeat. Okay, so you're going to move your fishing line on your right or your working line into the next following bead, and then you're going to pick up 2 beads with the other fishing line and you're going to cross with the 2nd bead. So like I said, it's a 1 row repeat. So you're just going to continue working like this until we get back to the starting point. Okay, and we are going to repeat exactly what we did when we reach the end. So make sure that you remember that when you're starting a row, you start with 3 beads, and when you're ending a row, you end with 1 bead. And this is how your finished bag is supposed to look like. So I did a total of 3 rows. Okay, now we are going to recreate the exact same bag but with the 2nd style, and the 2nd style is what I like to call in parts or different pieces. Okay, so what this entails is you make your whatever design of bag you are to do, you break them down into different sections, then you join them back afterwards. Okay, so in my case I did the front or the sides. I did the sides, the 2 sides of the bag. Then I am going to build the corner, the base, and the other corner. Okay, in some instances of some bags, you're going to make the sides different, you're going to make the corner different, you're going to make the base different. Okay, so all of that depends on you, on how you want to build your bag. So here I just have just two separate sides, and I'm going to join it together. So my fishing line facing upwards, I apologize for all that random fishing line. With the fishing line facing upwards, I've picked up one bead, inserted it into the corresponding bead of the other side. Then I'm picking up one bead and I'm crossing with that one bead, so that is going to form my first join. Okay, so you're going to continue, that's inserting your fishing line into the next bead, into the following bead, and the other fishing line into its own following bead, and you are going to pick up one bead and you are going to cross with that one bead. So this is basically the repetition of our fifth class on how to join. So yeah, you're going to do this and build up the corners. Know that when I say the sides, when I say the sides of a bag, I mean like the front and the back side. Okay, the front and the back, the larger sides. And when I say the corner, they are, the corners of the back, the shorter sides. Okay, so now we are building the corners and the base all at once, right? So I'm just going to continue stitching it like this, or beading it like this. So I'm finished with one side. Now I'm going to build the base, then the other side, and when you're done, you're going to have the exact same thing you had when you were building in the round. So as you can see, you could take a design of one beaded bag and you try out 3 different ways on how you decide to build it. Okay, there's no one particular way on how to build a bag. You could do it in the round, or in parts, or in pieces like this, or you could use the third method, which we are going to talk about very soon. So as you can see, it's the exact same thing, the exact same dimensions, measurements, rows, everything. So yeah. So for our third and final style, this is working your back flat. Okay, this is working your back flat. So working flat, I have 2, 4, 6, 7 rows. So I'm going to have 3 rows for the side, 3 rows for the other side, then 1 row for the base. So this is basically making a long rectangle, then folding it up the way you want it, so that it's going to form your back. Okay, now when you fold it, make sure that all the sides are equal. Then all what we have to do now is to build the corners. So here, working flat, automatically you have the side, the base, and the other side, and all you need to build up right now is the corner. So I have my fishing line at the bottom right there. Then I'm going to insert my fishing line. I'm going to work upwards. I'm going to show you in a bit. So I have my fishing line in the first bead of the side at the base, and I'm inserting the other line in the first bead of the other side. Then I'm going to pick up one bead and you're going to cross with that one bead. So your base might be different. You might have a 2-row base, but you're basically going to work it the same way. Okay, so I'm just going to work up until I'm done with the corner. Then I'm going to move to the other corner and I'm going to repeat the exact same thing. And when I'm done, of course, I made both fishing lines to meet and I tied it off. And as you can see, it is basically the same. I don't know what this is. Is it a purse? It's like I don't know what this is. So this is our beaded swatch, let's call it that. This is our beaded swatch, and I used it for obviously demonstration purposes. You can have a very big bag and you use the same method, okay? So if you even watch tutorials on my channel, I alternate between using these methods. I rarely use the parts, working the your beaded bag in parts. I rarely use it. I mostly work my beaded bags in round and more even flat, okay? So you can choose whatever method you prefer, whichever one is comfortable for you, and you go ahead and do it. So that is basically it for this class. Tell me down in the comment section which of the methods you prefer, which one you're going to use the most. So when you're done, it's going to look the exact same way as the first and second style, with the same rows, the same everything. So that's basically it, dear students. I'm going to see you guys in our 12th class.